going, and then perfect. It is going on the live stream, and then I'm going to pull up the Dropbox. Hey, everybody, type in the Zoom chat while we're waiting for this. What chapter of your life insurance exam are you on, or what chapter of the SIE have you most recently studied? And if it's not in the last couple of days, you get to put a none in there. It's got to be before, since Saturday is the rule there. So what chapter are you all currently going through? A little bit of accountability in the Zoom chat this morning. What chapter are you going through currently? And let me get this so I opened up FaceTime. That was exciting. Figure out what's going on here, guys. Does anybody have a company that they would like to there is no USAA policy in this folder. You tell me that every single day. Every day Taylor is like USAA, and it's the same Dropbox folder. She just keeps getting USAA commercials on all of her things. All right, so let me pull up this
AARP.
Oh my goodness, that was loud. Okay.
Sorry, AARP.
No, it's fine. You unmuted yourself, and it was like you're screaming at us. But I want to see if I can find a term policy first. If y'all see one, let me know. If not, I do believe there is an AARP one in here.
American General Life term.
American
Yeah,
General.
up a little bit.
Right there. Okay. Perfect.
Up on the, yeah.
Oh my goodness, Brad Dillenbeck is on the call this morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Brad. Everybody type Brad in the Zoom chat. Brad's alive. He's alive.
Brad in Zoom chat.
It's a Christmas miracle. All right. So American General Life Insurance Company, aka PHP. So it says you purchase a life insurance policy or annuity, right? Obviously. So it's a renewable level benefit term life insurance policy, adjustable premium. All right. So first crack at this, guys. Axel's trying to share with everybody. So your first crack at this, what does renewable level benefit term life policy mean? Hit the raise hand button, and the first one that raises their hand, you get to take a shot in the dark. Taylor is raising her hand. She said it sounds made up. It's not made up. It's a thing. All right, Mom, go ahead. What is it?
It changes. It's renewable, so because every year they have to renew it, so they have to get a new health check, new age.
Well, it's a level benefit, so the benefit, the death benefit is going to stay the same, but with the adjustable premium on the right hand side, that's where what you're saying is accurate, right? So with the adjustable premium, so you've got the renewable level benefit, so it is renewable with an adjustable premium, and we'll go through this to make sure I'm not lying because I've never looked at this policy, but we're going to go through this, guys. So face value is 300. So I'm literally walking you guys, when I do this, I'm walking you guys through how I look at the policy. Okay. So if I'm telling you like what I'm reading out loud is what I'm writing down. So it's $345,000 of coverage. He is 40. What? Yeah. And this is also what I do on appointments, but he's 48 years old. He's a male. Preferred plus, okay, so best health rating. And it says level premium for how long? 20 years, right? So it's a 20-year term. And his annual premiums total, including the policy fee, is $578.05. So if we divide that guy by 12, that'll give us our monthly cost. So 578.05 times, nope, 578.05 divided by 12, 48.17 a month. It's a pretty good price, right? And I think a lot of times what we would do if we're on this appointment and we are licensed and we're trying to close this gentleman here on a life insurance policy, we would say, oh, it's $48 a month. I don't know if I can make it cheaper, right? I don't know if I can beat the price. Maybe just stick with that one. Like, I'm just being honest with you. Like, I have done that before when I was new and I didn't understand the things that we're going to be looking for in this policy. So the first monthly premium is $50.58. Okay. Annual renewal premiums are shown in the table on the 12th policy, or sorry, 20th. I can't read this morning, apparently, guys. I'm sorry. On the 20th policy anniversary and any later policy anniversary, we have the right to change the premium. That's encouraging. Conversion option. This option is available until the 20th policy anniversary. Okay, so this policy may be exchanged for a new policy as specified in the conversion option provisions. This option is available until the 20th. So after the 20th year, they cannot convert anything. And provided the insured's age is under 70. Okay, re-entry option. The policy must be exchanged for a new policy as specified in the re-entry option provisions. And the option is available only on the 20th policy anniversary, provided that a renewable level term policy is available at the attained age. So what? Yeah, we don't know what the provisions are, but it's just saying provided that it's renewable, who's it up to? That's what we're going to look through, right? So from year one, check this out, guys. So from year one until year 20, they're paying $578.05. It's $48.17 a month. On year number 21, it goes to $13,094 and what is that? 65? Yeah, 65 cents. So 13,094.65 divided by 12. It goes from $48 a month to $1,091.22 a month for $345,000 in coverage. So my question to the client, this is exactly what I would say. I would say, Caleb, so you have $345,000 of coverage. Are you 100% sure that without a shadow of a doubt, you are certain that you will need $0 in life insurance coverage 20 years and 1 day from now? And they're going to say, no, I'm pretty sure, but I'm not completely sure. So there's a chance that you might need life insurance, right? Yes. Okay, great. Now, would you keep a policy for $1,091 a month for the exact same amount that you were paying $48 a month for? No, I wouldn't. Okay, if we could find something that made it so the conversion options were better and the price was better long-term, would you be open to it, right? Would you be open to it? That's the question that you all should be asking. Would you be open to it? Everybody type open to it in the Zoom chat really quick. With Primerica, it would be a lot lower in the 21st year. We have the lowest increase in price. Guys, when the term ends, you need to understand that there is an increase in price because they're still medically insurable, but now they're going off their current age, right? They're going off their health from when they got the policy 20 something years ago, but they're going off current age. Okay. So it's going to get more expensive. For this, I couldn't tell you why it's literally, what is that? 1,091 divided by 48.17. It's 22 times more expensive. It's literally, guys, it's 22 times more expensive at the end of this policy, right? So they will pay the face amount of the policy in a lump sum or under a selected payment option to the beneficiary if the insured dies prior to the expiration date. Keep going down here. Let's see, what is this? In the event of suicide within 2 years. So we have the same thing here. Just kind of skimming through this, guys. No, this is the same one that's within 2 years, just like ours. In the first 2 years with suicide, doesn't pay out. Conversion option. We will make a permanent individual life insurance policy available for exchange. What's another phrase for permanent, guys? Put in the Zoom chat. What's permanent mean?
Whole life.
Whole life, whole life, whole life. So their only conversion option is what? Whole life. So if they want to continue to have life insurance, either they get to pay $1,000 a month or they can get a whole life insurance policy. Either way, they're screwed, right? Like for real. Like, oh, great. I just dropped my pen in Axel's syrup. Yeah. Awesome. Can you get me a napkin? Please. I don't know what he's doing. The new policy is going to be issued as of the date of the exchange based on the insured's age at the date and the premium rate then in use. So they're going to be their policy conversions take place based on their current age. Where when our policies convert over, it's based on the fact that they already have the life insurance. They can lock it down at a better rate. And just kind of continuing through this, don't lick your French toast, dude. This is a dumb, that's a carnival over here, guys. Don't worry. So Primerica has guaranteed insurability and they don't have to take an exam again. The re-entry option, if a renewable level term policy is available at the attained age, this option will be available. The option is available only on the policy anniversary, so 20 years from now. And they will require evidence of insurability satisfactory to us. So what does that mean? They've been paying for life insurance, guys, for 20 years, right? And then what happens? They want to go and get another term life insurance policy, but they got some unwanted diagnosis. And now that person is unable medically to receive life insurance. Why? Simply for the fact that they don't have evidence of insurability because they had some type of medical diagnosis that they were not a fan, or that the insurance company is not a fan of, right? So it's, guys, like, it's when we're talking about a term to term conversion, we need to make sure that people understand we are the only company that at the end of the policy gives them the ability, if they still need life insurance, they can get a term policy. Okay. So payment options, proceeds of less than 5,000 will be paid in one lump sum. Proceeds of 5,000 or more may be paid under any option. So you might not even get all of it up front. You can request 1, 3, 6, or 12-month intervals, and each payment must be at least $50. So you can fill it out, but they also have the chance, or they have the ability to tell you how they want to pay you. Here's something else too, guys, misstatement of age or sex. And I'm just going to be super clear with this. Like so I don't know how to say this and not maybe offend somebody, but here we go. I got to say it because y'all need to know this. You need to, when you're writing a life insurance policy, it is their policy needs to be written with the gender of the genitals that they were born with. Okay, I'll just say it that way. Like, if that offends you, I'm sorry. Like, God bless. But like, for real, like, you need to understand that if somebody is a trans and whatever, that's fine. If that's what they choose to do, that's great. They can still get coverage. But if I became a woman, I would have to get a man's life insurance, a male life insurance policy. Okay, like. And if that makes you mad, I'm sorry. If that frustrates you, I'm sorry, but I don't write the rules. I have to tell you the rules, and that's a fact. And listen, it's super important that you write it the right way. Why? Because if the insured's age or sex is misstated, any benefit payable to the U.S. will be what the premiums paid would have bought the insured on the correct age and gender. Okay, so if you write a life insurance policy on somebody who is a male, and you write it as a female, based on the underwriter's opinion, based on the medical facts of that person, right? They're going to get significantly less coverage than what they think. Okay, so you're not being truthful to the client. You just need to understand that that's how underwriting works. Okay, and again, I'm sorry if that frustrates you or offends you, but I don't call Primerica underwriting team and take it up with them. Like, that's, I'm just telling you, that's the way that it needs to be written. Are we crystal clear on that? Awesome. Okay, Bree, what's
I'm
up?
dying right now. Tammy asked what if
I muted you, Brad. I'll go look in a second. Bree, what's up?
Okay, now this kind of goes with that too. Now if they had the complete surgery, they are still with the original gender, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
As of the last time I asked, which was a few months ago, yes. And I mean, I'll be honest with you, like, I've had people be like, I'm not getting life insurance through you. Great. Awesome. That's your choice. Like, I don't make the rules. I'm the one that's telling you how it works. And if you don't like it, I'm sorry. Like, that, it's just the truth. Yeah, what if they were born with both? Tammy, honestly, I have no idea. You need to call underwriting and ask them on that one. I have no idea. I know that does happen very rarely, but it does happen. So you just need to check with the underwriting department on that. So, all right, moving on. The conversion option endorsement, the company may time to time make an individual term life policy available for exchange. So by written request, the policy can be exchanged to any other term policy during the first 2 years of the date from the issue shown. So basically they can do a term to term conversion, but it needs to be within the first 2 years. So realistically, they're not going to need to do that. They also have a terminal illness accelerated benefit. So similar here, they need to be insured and they need to be terminally ill with 12 months or less to live. Ours is 12 as well. Limitation, no benefit will be provided by the rider if terminal illness resulted from intentional self-inflicted injuries. And I will have, like, I'm pretty sure from what I've heard on this, that includes things like, and I don't know if this is accurate with this particular company, but I've seen this before, that includes things like lung cancer if you smoke. That's a self-inflicted terminal illness. Do you see what I'm saying? Like you don't just go get lung cancer usually if there's no tobacco use. Yes, but if you're a smoker and you get lung cancer and it becomes terminal, they could deny this. Primerica, it's a terminal illness, period. It doesn't matter what it's caused by. If it's a terminal illness, it does not matter. You can still get your accelerated death benefit. Right. And so that's basically it on this, guys. Primerica covers both the husband and the wife under the terminal illness. And it doesn't, oh yeah, wait, oh, that's good. Okay. Only the insured under the base policy is covered on the terminal illness rider for this company. For Primerica, it's the base insured and also the spouse that are both covered. Okay, so not just one person, both people are covered. If it's an old policy, if it's a new policy, obviously there's no spouse rider, so that we need to have that as well. All right, so let's see this. When an accelerated benefit is paid under a rider, a lien against future policy benefits will be established. The lien at the time of the accelerated benefit is paid with equal amount to such benefit plus any deferred premiums, a loan interest to the next policy anniversary if due but unpaid, an administrative fee of $250 or less, and the interest to the next policy anniversary. So you take your accelerated death benefit and you get hit with a lien on your life insurance policy. That's pretty awesome. Guys, Primerica doesn't lien on their policy. Like, it's just straight up. They also have to have proof of terminal illness, which we require as well. And then again, guys, look, like, this is, for me, like, their price stays the same the whole time, right? And then what are we looking at right here? What is this? Statement of policy cost, 20-year renewable term, annual premium, current rates. Okay, so this is the current rate, right? This is the annual premium maximum rates and the guaranteed life insurance. I don't really understand what this is, to be honest with you. I would personally, what I would do, I would call on this policy just to ask, because this part doesn't make any sense, because this is the opposite of what's above. So anyway, so if I were to go look at this policy, guys, what I would do, if I were meeting with this client, what I would do is I would go look at my quotes. So I'm going to quick quotes, guys. While I'm going to look at this real quick, don't forget we have training tonight. There's 22 people on this call right now. We should have at least 45 on tonight on training. Y'all should have at least one on training with you tonight. Okay, starts at 7. It's at rvptrainingcenter.com. All right, so make sure y'all are on that at 7 o'clock. Be a little bit early. And if you're coming to the office here in Tampa, if you live in Tampa, come to the office. Don't not come just because it's a 15-minute drive. You'll be okay, I promise. But let me get this thing pulled up real quick. So if I'm quoting this gentleman, let's say I meet with him 5 years into his policy and say he's 53 years old. So I'm going to ask him, I'm just going to say, you know, Mr. Client, like, are you sure that you're never going to need life insurance again 15 years from now? And if he's like, no, definitely I'm going to need some more. Okay, perfect. Well, then we need to make sure we get you something that makes sense. So we're going to go 53. He's non-tobacco, preferred plus. And so this is a situation, guys, where I'm probably going to quote him on precision term. Why? Because I'm competing on price. Okay. I'm competing on price. So I'm going to quote him on a 25-year term at first for $345,000. Worst case scenario, it's definitely way more money than what he's paying currently, right? I'm aware of that. I know that. But I'm also getting rid of the child rider because there's no current child rider. And let me make sure I don't have anything here. Okay. So it's $219 a month. He's 5 years older, right? But this is the worst case scenario. And it's an additional 10 years and he's 5 years older, right? If I got him the best price, it's going to be 110. Okay, that's still more. But if I'm competing strictly on price, I'm going to drop it down to 15 years. It's class 2. It is still more expensive than what he's paying. It's $72.98, guys. And I'm just going to tell him, like, look, but you're going to have the options to renew here. And had he gotten this when he was 48? Had he gotten this when he was 48, like he did with the other policy, it'd be $47.40, which is actually $1 cheaper than what he had from the other company. Right, but because, oh wait, that's a 15-year term, my bad. On a 20-year term, it's $10 more than the other company, but he has the conversions, right? But the reality is he probably doesn't need that much coverage. That's a random number. I would probably put him at 500,000 and I would drop this down to a 15-year term. Class 2 is $53.75 for $500,000 for the same time period. And I would ask him if he would want, hey, Mr. Client, would you be willing to put in an application and see if we could get you covered for $150 more, $155,000 more for $5 more per month. You're going to have the same accelerated benefit rider, but it's not going to put a lien on you. And I'm going to go through all the policy benefits with him really quick. I'm just going to break it down for him. I'm going to show him, look, this is what we can do. And then he's going to say yes to this. I've never had somebody say no to something like this in this scenario. Then what I would ask him, I would say, okay, awesome. And would you want access to 40% or 70% in the event of a terminal illness? And would you want a rider on here that took care of all your payments if anything ever happens to you or you're unable to work? If you wanted to add that, it would go to $74.17. It's $21 more a month. Or would you want to leave it at 53? And he would probably want to add it, most likely. Most of the time they do. And then I would go and tell him that we would need to take the application with class 6. That is the worst case scenario class. And it's $123.76. After this issues and he gets a better price, all the previously paid monies are going to go towards his policy. Okay. So they're going to go towards his next month. So he wouldn't actually have another, like he's basically prepaying for 2.5 months of life insurance, getting the same amount of coverage lengthwise, but it's $500,000 and it's more coverage over the same period of time for a few bucks more a month. And he's got term to term conversions on it. And this is a max case, guys. This is going to pay you $1,000. As a rep, this will pay you $1,000. And it's important that you understand that when we go through and we do this, guys, you're not strictly competing on price. You need to understand that our policy, we have that term to term conversion. Right, we got the term to term conversion. We have the ability to, you have the ability to keep this guy until you're 95 with a decreasing benefit and all that other stuff. On the other policy, there is no decreasing benefit. We went right through it. Y'all saw that. There's no decreasing benefit at all. It just ends. You either have to go to $1,000 a month or a whole life policy. It's one of the two things. So hopefully that was helpful going through that term policy for you guys. I know it was usually we've been going through whole life and cash value. Term is a little bit harder to beat, just being honest, because it's already very cheap and people think all term is the same and it's not. You just got to understand what we have and what they have and be able to explain the difference. So hopefully that was helpful to you guys. I'll see you all on training at 8 o'clock. Have an amazing, or 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock, not 8 o'clock. I'll see you guys later. Have an awesome day.